Welcome back to the shopping skill series. So I'm back with a question turbo sort. So let's dive into it. So this is a question. Given the list of numbers, you have to sort them in non-descending order. Non-descending basically opposite of non-decreasing, which is basically the opposite of the decreasing, means increasing. Basically they want to say you have to sort them in the increasing order. Just to play with words, they have used the non-decreasing order. So the same inputs, t number of test cases, and each line n integer. That's all. So output is the non-decreasing order, means increasing order basically. So we have an inbuilt function for this. So let's copy this input and try. So let's directly code into the CodeChef only, as we will use just these are single liner questions. So Python 3. So for I in range int input, and then so n equal to so basically if we have to not perform the any operation in each single n, we have to take in total all the n's and then directly output and list. So let's go a long method. So n will be input, integer input. So let's take an array of list array of numbers. Array and list are the same thing. Array of num, and initialize empty list, and for each n we will append it. So array of num dot append n. So we will append n, and then let's print the sorted array, or sort array of num. Let's paste the custom input and run. So here unexpected indent. So here we have gotten wrong indent, therefore it is throwing an error. Name sort is not defined. So sort thing, so array of num dot sort, this is the correct representation. Let's try it out. So it doesn't returns anything. Yeah, too much confusion. So this array of num sort doesn't return sorted value, it just sort the list in position. So if we use array of num and then run, so now we would get correct representation. So 1 3 5 7 are in sorted, and for printing it, so for I in range not in range, I in array of num, we can directly iterate over list and then print I. So this would be the basic working. So here 1 3 5 7. So this is the basic working. Let's copy this and go to Sublime. I have to tell many things about this question. So let's create a new file, save it as q4.py, and then the starter codes. Let's close this, paste here, and let's paste our question. Sorry, you have to copy this and then paste. Take the inputs to control all, copy here, control all, paste, save. So here basically we are taking an array of num, and then for I in that stuff, appending, sorting, and I in array of num. So here instead of sort, as I forgot there is another one method, sorted list. So let's instead of this loop, let's comment this, let's print let's comment this too because it will be sorted list. So let's first print array of num, num, let's run this. So 53671, the order in which it is appended, and if we use this sorted function, sorted num array of num, and then run, so you will get an sorted list. But if I again print array of num, so you can see array of num basically is the original array. The original array is not changed. We are getting a duplicated or replicated version of the arrays of num in sorted order. So this sorted list means sorted function basically returns a duplicate list which is sorted, and the array of num dot sort means list dot sort sorts the list in that place only, means directly it sorts the original list, but sorted function creates an duplication of this list, creates an replication of this list and sorts that array. So here two arrays are created after the sorted function, and in this sort directly the in this sort directly the array is in this sort directly the list is sorted directly. So we can also modify this code again. So for I in sorted array of num, we can directly print I. So we can see 1 3 5 7 6. So more simplified code would be directly first of all we have to take an integer. So for I in range int input, so what we'll basically do, directly append. So we can directly append, first create a list array and then array dot append input, integer input, we have to int it. So input directly append, and then for I in not range, I in sorted array, we can print out I. So no difference is obtained. Let us delete this, and now let us again run this. So you can see 6 7 got printed. So here in Python the list the arrays are called basically list. I used array as in general sense, but in Python these are called list. Don't confuse yourself between arrays and list. They are both same in the Pythons, just they are called as list. So this was one technique, and you can directly take, I think so, inputs. So so let's take a variable t int input. We are taking number of test cases, so we can directly append x using list compression x for input. So for int input in t. Let's first see whether it works. I'm just trying. I basically use trial and error purpose to test it and check out the documentations. So for int input, so we can directly assign, so x for so let's take for I in t, instead of x here we have to print input and this. Then also int object is not iterable, so for I in range t, so t is not iterable because it is an int object, but in range it can occur. So yes, you can directly use this list compression. So this list compression you can see, so this is an list compression, so you can use directly a for loop inside the list. So instead of giving colon, indentation and other all stuff, you can create a basic list using directly the for loop and stuff. So let's see this. So list compression, so let's create a list L, comment this all out. So L equal to a empty list, and for I in range 10. So first of all we have to, so we can use a for loop for I in range or for I in anything, the basic for loop, and then at first we can use this iterative component, means the I which iterates over the range 10, and you can see each so for each I a new element will be created in this list. So let's run this. So have to print L, so you can see 0 1 2 3 4 9. If we use the basic range formats, skip by 2 sorry 0 to 10 0 to 10 and then skip by 2. So third parameter of the range is skipping number, or it is called something I have forgotten. So it skips 2 numbers and just prints the odd numbers. If I change this to 1, then it will sorry, this prints the even number, and if I change this to 1, then it will print odd number 1 3 5 7 9. So this is basic list. We can do lot of stuff. So if I take any string, let's take this string only, then I dot is upper, I can use a function, then run. So you will get false true is upper because nothing is upper. If I change R to upper, then first value will be true, first value is true. If I change this to E, capital E, then again run this, you can see this true. So you can do lot of stuff using this list compression. Try it in your end too, so you can do stuffs. If you want to know this functions, these upper functions or the list sorted functions, these are all covered in the learning Python series. Links will be in the descriptions. Playlist, a whole playlist is created on basic understanding of Python. You can try that out, you can check that out. And that's all for this video. Let's meet in our next video.